Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to New Orleans. I'm showing you how to make one of my favorite sandwiches, and that is po' boy. Let's go. And here are the ingredients. You're gonna need sugar and salt, yeast, olive oil, lukewarm water, flour, sriracha, cornmeal, more flour, and some shrimps, buttermilk, starch, mayonnaise, horseradish, Worcestershire sauce, Cajun spice, shredded lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles. Alright, we are starting with our bread, and for that we need to make the dough. I'm adding my dry yeast to the bowl with the flour. Then I'm also adding my salt and my sugar, as well as my olive oil and the water. A po' boy is a sandwich originally from Louisiana. It traditionally consists of meat, which is usually roast beef, ham, or fried seafood such as shrimp, crawfish, oysters, or crab. The meat is served in a New Orleans French bread known for its crisp crust and fluffy center. They are usually served dressed, which means they come with shredded lettuce, sliced tomatoes, sliced pickles, and mayonnaise. Really give it a try, you're gonna love this sandwich. Mix it with a wooden spoon until it starts to become a dough, and then mix it with your hands until smooth and pliable. When I was in New Orleans, I tried po' boys for the first time and it was so good, so make sure to check out that video as well. I'm gonna post a link to that. When your dough is ready, cover it and then put it in a warm spot for 1.5 to 2 hours until it has doubled in size. Sandwiches served on French bread had existed previously, but the so-called po' boy sandwiches originated in 1929 at the Martin Brothers French Market restaurant and coffee stand. The term po' boy was first applied to the sandwich during the 1929 streetcar strike and has been used ever since. We're now going to marinate our shrimps with buttermilk and some hot sauce. I'm using sriracha for that. Give everything a mix and then put it back in your fridge. In the meantime, I am taking a Ziploc bag and then I'm adding my flour, my cornmeal, my cornstarch, and my Cajun seasoning. I'm going to shake it and put it aside. This is going to be our breading. We are now mixing our spicy Cajun mayo, and for that I'm adding half a tablespoon to the bowl with my mayo. If you want your mayo a little bit more spicy, add 1 tablespoon instead of half a tablespoon. Some Worcestershire sauce. About half a teaspoon, and some horseradish, and give it a mix. All right, our dough has doubled in size. I'm gonna take it out and then divide it into 2. Try to make the pieces as equal as possible, otherwise you end up with a bigger loaf and a smaller loaf. This will also help in the baking process. And then form your bread. And again, try to shape them as equal as possible. I'm basically just using my fingers for stretching and putting things in shape. And the more precise you are, the better they're going to look. So don't rush things, really take your time. We're not in a hurry. When I'm happy with the shape, I'm going to transfer the first loaf onto a baking sheet, and then I'm continuing with the other piece of dough. I am then going to take a kitchen towel, place it on top, and let it rest for another hour. So when I was in New Orleans, I tried half a shrimp po' boy and half a fried oyster po' boy, and the fried oyster was actually my favorite, even though I do not like oysters that much. It kind of feels like somebody spit in your mouth, but they were excellent. After an hour, they should look something like this. Put them in the oven and bake them for 30 minutes at 370 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 Celsius. Guys, I totally forgot about the crawfish po' boy I had in Baton Rouge. I am sorry. But still, the fried oyster one was and still is my favorite. Fried oysters kind of taste like mussels, and they also lose that slimy consistency. Alright, when your bread is ready, you want to take your shrimps and put them in the Ziploc bag with your breading. Then close your Ziploc bag and shake it very well. So if you don't want to eat seafood but you still want something that has breading, go for fried chicken. Use the same technique, let it marinate in buttermilk, and then put it in the Ziploc bag with the breading. When I make po' boys, I usually make shrimps and chicken because my boyfriend doesn't like seafood. Close the bag and then shake it like there's no tomorrow. If you don't have Ziploc bags or you don't want to use them, you could always just use a bowl. That's totally fine. When you're done shaking, you want to prepare a pan with some cooking oil. And obviously don't forget to heat it up. Alright, now we're going to take them over to our stove and deep fry them in some hot oil. Wait a little bit longer than I did. Your oil needs to be really hot, and I also used the wrong pan, which ruined the breading a little bit, but they still tasted pretty good. If you decided to go with fried chicken, you would do the exact same thing right now as you would do with the shrimps. So I wasn't a really big fan of New Orleans or Louisiana in general, but I would definitely go there again just because of the food. The Louisiana cuisine is so incredible, rich and flavorful, it's insane. And funny thing, my first video was a jambalaya video, and that is native to the Louisiana cuisine as well. You should definitely check that out as well. I'll put it on the screen and in the info box down below. Now it's your turn. Tell me what kind of po' boy you would order in New Orleans. Would you go for seafood or for meat? When the shrimps are ready, you want to take them out of the pan and place them on a paper towel to get rid of any excess oil. Shrimps don't take as long as chicken, so make sure that the chicken is cooked all the way through, and then place that on a paper towel as well. When your seafood or meat option is ready, we are going to assemble our sandwich. And for that, I'm taking my freshly baked bread, I'm removing the ends, and then I'm cutting it open. Don't cut it all the way through though. Nothing really beats the smell of freshly baked bread. It's incredible. I love it. Next, you want to take your spicy Cajun mayo and spread it all over the inside of your bread. And there's no measurement. Go ahead and use as much mayo as you like. Then I'm placing the tomatoes on the bottom side of the bread, as well as the pickles and the shredded lettuce. And again, no measurements. Use as many pickles or tomatoes or as much lettuce as you like. I am a huge fan of pickles, that's why I'm adding more than probably other people would. And then last but not least, you want to add your shrimps or chicken. And then you're ready to serve. And here it is, my incredible shrimps po' boy. If you've liked this video, please smash a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching!